You know what's terrifying? Your brain. And not in a cute, oops, I forgot my keys kind of way. More like, why did I just have a panic attack over a DoorDash notification? Let me break it down. Your brain is running prehistoric software on modern hardware. It evolved in a world where every rustle meant a predator, every shadow meant danger, and carbs were like gold, rare, sacred, and hoarded like toilet paper in 2020. But here we are in 2025. You've got smartphones, oat milk, and therapy apps that ghost you. Meanwhile, your brain still thinks you're out in the wilderness fighting off wolves with a stick. So let's unpack the dumbest, most outdated survival instincts your brain refuses to delete, because apparently it thinks you're still auditioning for a National Geographic documentary. The instinct to panic when being watched. You ever catch someone staring and immediately feel like you're being judged by the ancient gods? That's your, oh no, I'm dinner instinct. Super helpful when saber-toothed tigers were a thing. Today, it just makes you sweat uncontrollably during job interviews, or while ordering a burrito at Chipotle, or when someone makes eye contact with you at the gym. Not even creepy, just human. And your brain goes full survivor, social anxiety edition. This instinct is like a browser pop-up from 40,000 years ago. Unnecessary, invasive, and it always shows up at the worst time. Fear of the unknown, aka every email. You get an email titled, "Let's chat," worked, and your soul leaves your body. This is your ancient fear of the unknown, the psychological equivalent of opening a mystery box that could contain treasure, or a bear with commitment issues. In caveman times, it helped you avoid sketchy caves. Now it helps you avoid opening Gmail. Even the smallest ambiguity sends your brain into DEFCON 1, like when someone says, "We need to talk," and doesn't follow up for 3 hours. By then, you've planned for jail, exile, and faking your own death. Freezing instead of fighting or fleeing. Fight or flight. Yeah, that's the theory. But your brain loves a third, even dumber option. Freeze. Someone yells your name, and instead of running or confronting, you just stand there like a Roomba that bumped into a wall. Or when someone asks you a question you weren't ready for, and you just go, like your brain got caught with its pants down. This instinct used to help you blend into the scenery. Now it helps you become the scenery. Overeating as if food is ending forever. Ever find yourself elbow deep in a bag of chips at 1 a.m., wondering if your fridge is judging you? That's your famine survival mode kicking in. Your brain thinks winter's coming, and all you've got is Funyuns. Back then, binging meant survival. Today, it means eating enough calories to fuel a small marching band while watching a show you've already seen 3 times. Also, your brain can't tell the difference between emotional stress and actual hunger. So if you're sad, boom, snack time. Anxious, buffet. Slightly bored. Suddenly it's Thanksgiving in your mouth. Jumping at loud noises. You drop a spoon, and suddenly you're ready to run a marathon. That's the startle reflex. It used to alert you to predators. Now it's triggered by microwaves beeping, or your roommate sneezing like a cannon. Or worse, that random bing from your Bluetooth speaker, connecting on its own at 2 a.m. like it's possessed. Your brain, we're under attack. Reality, it's popcorn. Assuming negativity as default. You text, "Hey," and don't get a response for 20 minutes. Time to plan your emotional funeral. This is negativity bias. Your brain's version of preparing for the worst, always. Back then, expecting danger kept you alive. Now it just means spiraling into an existential crisis because someone left you unread. Even compliments come with a side of suspicion. They said I look nice. Why? Are they planning something? Your brain is the Sherlock Holmes of fake threats. Fear of rejection. Why does asking for ketchup at a restaurant feel like a social death sentence? Because your brain still thinks rejection, one-quotient exile, modern wolves. Once upon a time, not fitting in meant dying alone in the snow. Now it means you spend 45 minutes rewriting a text that just says, "lol." And God forbid you try to flirt. Your brain's like, nope, danger, abort, hide behind sarcasm and emojis. Short-term gratification addiction. Your brain wants rewards, and it wants them now. Dopamine's the dealer. TikTok is the trap. Back in the wild, grabbing berries quickly was survival. Now, it's refreshing social media like your life depends on it. It's why you binge entire seasons of TV you don't even like, scroll for hours, and then cry at 2 a.m. about not finishing your goals. We're all basically rats in a dopamine maze. Except the maze has Wi-Fi and pizza delivery. Nighttime overthinking. Midnight. You should be asleep. Instead, your brain's like, remember that embarrassing thing you did in 3rd grade? Originally, night meant danger. So your brain would scan for threats. Now it scans your entire social history, like it's doing a background check before letting you rest. Oh, you wanted to sleep peacefully. Here's a highlight reel of your worst moments. In 4K, with commentary. Bonus instinct. Obsessing over status. Why do we care so much about followers, likes, and how our voice sounds on video? Blame tribal hierarchy. If you weren't respected in your ancient tribe, you had less access to food, mates, and Netflix. Okay, not Netflix, but you get it. Now it manifests as refreshing your post 19 times to see if that one person liked it. Your ancestors competed for dominance. You compete for hearts on a thirst trap. So, yeah, your brain's trying to help. It just hasn't been told that you're not in a forest anymore. You're trying to handle modern life with caveman coding, dodging Slack messages like they're spears and panicking over brunch plans. But knowledge is power. So next time you spiral because someone said, "Can we talk?" Just remember, that's your brain trying to protect you from a predator that doesn't exist. Hit that subscribe button or don't. But if you wake up at 3 a.m. thinking about that time, you said "you too" to the guy who said, "Enjoy your movie," just know, I see you. We've all been there. And your brain's still an adorable, glitchy mess.